All right, here's the first of Car Chronicles. I'm starting Car Chronicles simply because now that I'm a realtor, I'm always driving and on the road. So when I think of stuff, I just want to get it down and out there for you guys because I still want to continue to give you that education on business, financial freedom, and everything. So here's the first one. I want to let you know how I got to #1 in new release on children's book on Amazon. Last week, I think it was April 12th, I released my first book ever. Wrote the book Money Talks, The Beginner's Guide to Investing for Kids. I had this idea brewing for a long time. Finally got it together and released it. And how did I get it to release at #1 in new releases in the children's category section? So there was a lot of planning that went into it. And I want to shout out Tiger Toledo for putting me on, but he gave me the idea to do pre-orders. And supposedly pre-orders, when you release it on that first day, it gives you a better opportunity in rankings. When all the pre-orders that you've set up or people have supported you, say on April 12th when it releases, say it's 100 pre-orders, that means 100 copies sold right when it releases, and that boom shoots you up. So pre-orders were I can't even say, pre-orders were super helpful in helping me rank that high. Another thing was I reached out to people that I knew were into education, right? So even people I went to college with. I reached out to the teachers and professors at my school. I reached out to the dean of students at my college and was like, hey, I wrote my first book. I know I hated reading in college, but I decided to write a book. So I ended up doing that. I just reached out to everyone I knew kind of had my back, if that makes any sense. And I want to thank everyone for supporting me. But I think the key thing here is to know your limit. Do not bug. I hate being, everyone hates a car salesman, right? So it wasn't me necessarily trying to sell a book. It was more of me reaching out to people and letting them know why this is important for me, but also why it's important for the children. Growing up, I never really had, dreams of I'm going to write a book or anything or be an author or anything like that. No, that just happened this year. So, I think the idea of me pushing financial literacy to kids, to propel them to a better future, I think that's what really stuck out with people. So find something that other people can relate to, not just you. You don't want to sell you. You want to sell an idea that people can relate to. And yeah, we're still growing. I am right now, I think as of yesterday, I was number 25 in bestsellers. Now this is different. You have new releases category, which I was #1 and I'm still #1. Then you have bestsellers, which I've been going like crazy. It's been going from 25 to 32, 37. I was 50 at one point. I'm trying to get to #1 because you get that, it's like the verification, I'm a #1 bestseller, right? That's what I want. So if you're listening to this, if you haven't bought the book yet, please go out there and buy the book. It's $5.99, $12.99, $12.59 for a paperback. And even if you're like, I don't have kids or I don't have nephews and something, buy the book, reach out to me, and I'm doing a donation to where I'm dropping off the books that people send in at Benicia Middle School. So you can look it up. I'll be posting stuff about it. But if you want to donate the book, hit me up. I'll send you my address. You can buy the book, send it to me, and I'll be doing a big drop off at Benicia Middle School. And let's see. Support. I'd appreciate it. I really want to get that #1, it's like that verification. And I think we all can do it. And let's get that on the map, because it's a great book and it's a great start. You know, my goal of writing the book was to just get kids thinking about money differently. It's not necessarily to teach them everything right then and there. It's more to get them curious about it. What is a 401k? Let me Google it. Oh, now I hear about there's different types of 401ks. Let me Google that. It's more of getting the kids just curious, right? Like, and I think it all starts with being able to talk about money. Money is such a taboo topic, which is why I wrote the book in a conversation form between two kids. So, you know, kids really don't like listening to parents, right, or adults. So when you try and talk to them and give them a teaching lesson, it goes in one ear and out the other, because they're so big-headed. They're like, I don't want to hear it. All you do is tell me to do chores, right? But if another kid is teaching another kid about something, they're all ears, right? So that's why I wrote the book like that. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this to under 10 minutes. Car Chronicles, this is number 1, and please support. And if you bought the book already, it's super, super, super important. I cannot stress this enough, to please drop a review on Amazon. That's it. Helps me with the search rank. I appreciate you guys. This is the Misguided Podcast. We intend to guide you to a better future. See ya.